I don't care who you are or who you love. Just show up real, that's more than enough. Say what you mean, be wild, be free. The world needs your truth unapologetically. Woo! No shame, no fear, no judgment zone. If you feel alone, you're never alone. We rise with the rhythm, we move with the light, and we hug at the end if you need it tonight. You be you, loud, proud, bold, and true. Light it up, let them see the real you. Dance it out, lift your voice and shine. We're healing, we're growing, we're crossing the line. You be you, oh, don't dim your flame. Live out loud, we're changing the game. This is love, this is soul, this is power and groove. Welcome to the space where you can move. Clap, clap, you be you live. Hey, clap, clap, come on and thrive. No fakes, no fronts, no filters tonight. Just real love, real talk, real life in the mic. Focus in.
Hey, everybody. I love my new opening and outro. That's a song that I wrote for UBU Live, and I replaced the one of me talking over someone else's song with a song that I wrote myself, and I love it. So it's a complete song, and what I have in the beginning is the beginning of the song, the first minute and a half, I think, and then the end you have to listen for because actually I like it better because it's a little bit funkier. That's the outro. So my name is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill because we're friends, right? And this podcast of UBU Live, I've named it When We Rise. And the reason for that is because when we rise, surprise, surprise. When we rise, surprise, surprise. You see, a lot of us have decided to sit this one out. We've done the work. We've warned folks. We've said word for word what would happen. And guess what? It happened. It happened just like we said it would. And people FAFO'd, you know, F around and find out. And we don't know the magnitude of what's going on because a lot of it, including the news reporting, has been silenced by the administration. But some of y'all are still clapping for it like it's a magic show. It's not. It's not magic. It's hateful. It's vengeful. It's manipulative. It's using us. It's deceiving us. And it's distracting us. Look the other way, they say. Don't worry about this. Look over there. Look at Obama. Now, Orrin, you know the facts, right? I am not a mathematician, and we are live right now. But to the best of my recollection, we are heading into 2026. We're in Q3 of 2025. So if that is true, then Obama has not been president for 10 years. So why are we still talking about him? Like he's pulling strings from the shadows. That's deflection, guys. That's gaslighting. There is nothing about Obama, but it's red meat to his base, and he's trying to get all of these flames off his ass so he can push it onto somebody else. And that's scary. That's scary. I don't know why we're talking about Obama, the Clintons, any of this. They have been on trial time after time, and it's been a big nothing burger. So, right now, in this moment, this one right here, we've got to wake up. And when I say wake up, I mean start shaking the sleep out of our eyes and look at what's happening right now. You see, what most of you don't know is the word woke has been hijacked by Fox News, by the administration, by Republicans in Congress. Woke is not a bad thing. In fact, the reason why Ron DeSantis says woke Florida is where woke goes to die is because in order to be woke in the traditional sense, you've got to be aware. You've got to have your eyes open and your mind clear and your heart ready to receive. You see, when you're not woke, then you're listening to things you hear on TikTok and Instagram and Blue Sky and Facebook and from me. I should not be your source. Although I am a great source, by the way, because I am addicted to the news cycle, which is a whole different podcast. But you really need to know for yourself what's going on and how they are taking your right to vote away. They're redistricting. They're looking at adding another term to the presidency. That we are a joke amongst other countries in the world when we were once a world leader, where we are being lied to. There are no there have been no deals made in writing yet. And in fact, what's so embarrassing is that our president said something. The leader of the once strongest country in the world, and China and Japan and Vietnam and other countries say, we don't have a deal. We've never spoken to this man. Gaslighting. He's telling you what you want to hear. And by telling you what you want to hear, he's running with it. I get it. The news is exhausting. It's noise, it's loud, it's stressful, but you need to start filtering it in. Find sources that actually tell the truth. And here's something you already know. When we stand together, Noni, don't you leave me. This is just my thought of the day. Only 3 more minutes. Um, Noni, here's something you already know. When we stand together, we're stronger. 5 fingers separated are just fingers. You ball them up into a fist, and that's powerful unity. That's change. It packs a powerful punch. So we can't be individualistic. We need to be united. And that is how we rise. We need to work as one, walk as one, fight. And I don't mean physically fight because everyone wants to take your words and spin them, but fight as one. Because while we sleep, they're busy making changes, and not small ones, big ones. Changes to your rights, to my rights, changes to our kids' future, and to how we live, how we love, and how we believe. And let me be clear, this is something I'll say every single time. Everyone in this country has the right to be who they are. Full stop, period. Exclamation point. You want to follow a religion? Great. Want to follow none? Cool. Want to love a man, a woman, whoever you choose? That's your business. Because I'm not telling you who's in my bed right now. It's none of your business. So, why is it even an issue for you? Why do you care what's going on behind my closed doors? Not mine. It's not my business. It's not the government's business, and it's certainly not my neighbor's business. I got enough going on in my own house. I don't need to be worrying about what's going on in yours. But let me be real. I am someone that you can call at any time if you need me. If things in your home are not great, you need to get out. You need to figure out a way out of a negative situation. Call me because that's what neighbors are for. Call me, know that you will not be judged, but you will be helped. You can't stay in my house because I ain't working either. But I will get you into a good shelter or a home for abused women or abused men or connect you to a group. And maybe I'll let you sleep on the couch. I mean, it depends on how close we are. But the truth is, we should be neighbors to help each other, not to judge each other. And let's be real. I live in a decent area, but yeah, I'm not down with the legal stuff happening next door. You know what I mean? People running businesses they shouldn't out of their houses. Um, that's not about freedom. That's about messing up the neighborhood, and it's also about, in some cases, depending upon the type of business they're running out of their house, it could lead to death. So, I am anti-drug because, as most of you know, my dad died when I was 8 from a heroin overdose. So that has me kind of in a very firm direction, um, a firm, non-judgmental direction. And you know, to be honest with you, if my neighbors were doing something illegal, I'd probably move before I would go confront them because people retaliate these days, and everybody got a gun but me. So I'd probably I just got to go. Um, you know what? I I'd probably move before I speak up because people retaliate, and I've already said that. But listen here, you be you, be bold, be loud, be wild and free. And when you rise, I rise with you. We rise together, we rise as one. Because united we stand, divided we fall. And we are not letting anyone rewrite our history. We fought too hard to get where we are. They're already trying to rewrite history books, banning facts, hiding truths, and it's unbelievable. But history isn't something to bury, it's something to teach, to study, to grow from. What's wrong with our past? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with our past. If we've learned from the negativity and the repeated foot on the neck of the slave and of the minority and of the immigrant, then there's nothing wrong with our history if we've learned how to correct what we did in the past. But to hide it, to act like it never happened, that's a part of my makeup. That's a part of my DNA. My ancestors rose, and finally, one of them became president of the United States. Why would I not want to celebrate that history? And in the Black community, we celebrate every Sunday. Uh, most of us. Usually after church, we go to grandma's house for soul food, black eyed peas, short ribs, fried chicken, fried catfish, macaroni and cheese, some collard greens. Somebody brings a salad. I don't know why she always does that, but somebody always brings a salad. Um, what's wrong is refusing to learn from the past, repeating the same mistakes over and over and over again, and calling it tradition. So I believe that our past is powerful if we embrace it and understand that we have risen despite it and we've overcome during it. So when we rise, when we rise, surprise, surprise, we rise together, We rise as one and we rise as unity. I want to thank everyone that has tuned in to my thought of the day. It was a special one for me because it was something that I was feeling. And if anyone ever asks, your thought of the days are kind of erratic, it's because sometimes I don't have thoughts. Sometimes I'm like, okay, this doesn't feel natural. I'm trying to make up a thought, but today I had a real strong calling to this message. And that message was about us, we collectively doing better. If any of you guys out there have ever gone to Noni Barani's Friday night musicals, they are fascinating. They are multicultural. The music is multi-genred. And I would welcome all of you to join Noni on Friday nights and just get your groove on because it is fantastic. And if we get 10 people to come up on stage, 10 people, then Peter Muffler, um, will sing a solo of my picking. So that's the agreement. 10 people come up. Peter Muffler will sing a solo of my choice because he's my bestie. And Joba Medindez, I don't know if we've met, but greetings from Peru. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of my community. And as I leave, I want to remind everyone that I am doing this to uplift everyone. And in order to uplift everyone, you need the power of reach. And if you haven't, subscribe to my Substack, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and subscribe to my podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And today's Tuesday, so tomorrow, Peter, uh, do you want to do a live tomorrow, me and you, and maybe Jeremy, to follow up on last week's? That was really, really a good one. Sorry, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But yeah, I like Peter. Peter's a good guy. He's a solid person, and yeah, I don't know why they call him Popeye. Next time, check out his forums. All right, everyone. I love you. I love you all. And Peter, send me a message if you want to do tomorrow. And I would let you pick the topic because you hate most of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is William Rochelle. Look at the link below to see how you can subscribe to all of my channels. And I'm excited that you are being you, that we are being we, and that we are focused right now on unity. All right? Got you. Bye.
Focus in. In the mind.